Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamathe. Chant the name of Govinda, O ignorant mind. This popular hymn of Adi Shankara was immortalized by the rendition of Bharata Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbulakshmi. Jagadguru Adi Sankaracharya has packed the essence of Vedanta and life lessons into these 33 stanzas. The hymn, steeped in bhakti, urges the need for devotion as against mechanical acquisition of conventional knowledge. Acharya is believed to have composed the Bhaja Govindam during his famous pilgrimage to Kashi. The story goes that when he was walking along the streets of Kashi, Shankara was touched with pity at the sight of an elderly man trying to learn Sanskrit grammar of Panini. At his advanced age, the remaining valuable little time of his life should be used for self-realization through worshipping God, instead of a mere intellectual accomplishment. Sri Shankara understood that the majority of the world was engaged in mere intellectual and sensual pleasures and not in divine contemplation. Seeing this, he burst forth with the verses of the Bhaja Govindam, explaining our fallacies, our wrong outlook for life, and dispels our ignorance and delusions. The hymn invokes a strong mood of vairagya or renunciation, giving the transient reasons of human pride. We surround ourselves with coordinates of assurance. Family, children, friends, wealth, fame, youth, and considering them as permanent, spend a lifetime seeking to preserve the inherently ephemeral and momentarily, while shutting our eyes to the inevitability of death. It is only when the end approaches we understand the mirage we treasured, and by then, very often, it's too late to pursue the path of jnana, which alone can give us lasting happiness and contentment. Thus, Bhaja Govindam was originally known as Moha Mudgara, the remover or hammer of delusions. The essential teaching conveyed through this work is the need for cultivating an attitude of detachment towards all worldly matters and developing intense devotion to God. Detachment and devotion, these two are necessary for leading a happy life in the world. They are also the most important requisites for seekers of self-knowledge. It should not be misinterpreted that Sri Shankara decries the study of grammar. Knowledge of grammar is essential for understanding the scriptures. Technical knowledge, which is considered the lower knowledge, is necessary for all worldly purposes. But only the higher knowledge of Brahman releases the Atma or soul from the cycle of samsara. So, one should always strive to attain Atma-jnana or knowledge of the self. Acharya says, chant the name of Govinda, you deluded one. When the end is near, knowledge of grammar will not save you. Do not boast of wealth, friends, or youth. Each of these are destroyed within a minute. Free yourself from the illusion of the world of Maya and understand the timeless truth. Daylight and darkness, dusk and dawn, winter and springtime come and go. Time plays and the life ebbs away, but the storm of desire never leaves. One may take a dip in the Ganges, observe fasts, and give away riches in charity. Yet, devoid of jnana, nothing else can give mukti, even at the end of 100 births. One may take delight in yoga or bhoga, may have attachment or detachment, but only whose mind steadily delights in Brahman enjoys bliss. No one else can. Read a little from the Bhagavad Gita. drink a drop of water from the Ganges, chant the names of Murari, regulate the pranas, remain unaffected by the external influences, and discriminate between the real and the fleeting. By chanting the holy name of God, silence the turbulent mind. Perform these with care, with extreme care. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam. Association with good, satsang, brings about detachment towards worldly pursuits. Detachment leads to freedom from delusion, and freedom from delusion arises from the constancy of the mind through meditation on the Supreme Being. Such constancy of the mind leads to liberation even while alive. Surrender at the lotus feet of the Guru, learn with diligence, and get freed from samsara. Through disciplined senses and controlled mind, one shall come to experience the dwelling Lord within you. Who is Adi Shankara? According to the Advaita tradition, the Supreme Lord, Sadashiva or Dakshinamurti, revealed the wisdom of the Vedas to Lord Narayana, who passed it on to Brahma, the creator, who in turn imparted the knowledge to sage Vashishta. This wisdom was handed down first as Vamsha Parampara, that is, as line of succession from father to son, from Vashishta to his son Shakti, from Shakti to his son Parashara, from Parashara to his son Vedavyasa, and from Vedavyasa to his son Shuka. From Shuka Maharishi, it commenced as the Guru Sishya Parampara, that is, the line of succession from preceptor to disciple. From Shuka to Patanjali to his disciple Gaudapada, and from Gaudapada to his disciple Govindapada, and from Govindapada to Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada. Each yuga has its own gurus or acharyas. In the Satya or Krita Yuga, Lord Narayana and Lord Brahma. In the Treta Yuga, Vashishta, Shakti and Parashara Maharishis. In the Dwapara Yuga, Vedavyasa and Shukaracharya. And in the Kali Yuga, it was Patanjali, Sri Gaudapada Acharya, Govinda Bhagavatpada Acharya and Sri Shankaracharya, and the subsequent lineage. Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. The Advaita Guru Parampara sloka translates as, beginning with Sadashiva and Shankaracharya in the middle, and till my Acharya, I bow to the lineage tradition of teachers. The Sishya Parampara of Adi Shankaracharya continues through the 4 Amnaya Peetams, the 5th Sri Kamakoti Peetam at Kanchi that Adi Shankaracharya himself established. Adi Shankara also established the Dashanami Sampradaya, an organization to group all the wandering monks, sannyasis and saints. The Chinmaya mission through Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda and the Vedanta societies and many more spiritual leaders who practice the principles of Advaita also come under the Sishya Parampara of Sri Adi Shankaracharya.